In this lesson, we're going to go over oral reasons for the Cotton Bowl and Consumer Judging Contest. You will learn the 4 parts to the oral reasons format and how to write a good set of reasons to present to the judges. Oral reasons are used to explain to the judges why you placed the class the way you did. The purpose of oral reasons is to convince the judges that your placing is correct and to defend your opinion against the official placing of the class. Let's take a look at a set of reasons.
I placed this class of sports shirts 4, 2, 3, 1, placing emphasis on the following criteria. If it was cost effective for Justin, if it was a fitted material, if it had odor protection, sun protection, and if it was easy to care for instructions. In my top pair today, I placed number 4, the Adidas sports shirt, over number 2, the Under Armour sports shirt, because it was cost effective for Justin at $28. It was a fitted material, it had odor protection, sun protection, and it was easy to care for because it's machine washable in cold water with light colors, and you can tumble dry it on low. It also has a good consumer rating, and it is said to be good for hot summer days. In my middle pair today, I placed number 2, the Under Armour sports shirt, over number 3, the Nike sports shirt, because it cost $29.99. It was a fitted material, it had odor protection and sun protection. However, I do grant that number 3 had easier to care for instructions than number 2. In my bottom pair today, I placed number 3, the Nike sports shirt, over number 1, the Champion sports shirt, because it cost $35. It had odor protection, sun protection, and easy to care for instructions. And I criticize and leave number 1, the Champion sports shirt, at the bottom of my class today because after 6 to 9 months of wear, it starts to get a permanent odor. And that is why I placed this class of sports shirts 4, 2, 3, 1.
While reasons may vary from person to person, there is a basic format for giving reasons. This helps you to keep your thoughts organized, and most importantly, it helps the person who is listening to understand your reasons in an organized way. There are 4 basic parts to an oral reasons format: the opening statement, general statement, explanation of reasons, and the closing statement. Let's take a look at each of these parts and how they're put together. Today, we are going to use this example class to build our set of reasons. It's a class on pajama pants. Julie was looking for a pair of pants that were under $15, were an adult medium, were fluffy and soft, and purple. And you can see our placing is 4132. So let's get started. The first part to a set of reasons is the opening statement. This is where you introduce yourself by name, give the topic of your class, a brief description of the situation, and your placing order. Let's look at an example with pajama pants. Hello, my name is Jackie, and today I'm presenting reasons on the pajama pants class. In this situation, Julie had a budget of $15, was looking for a pair of adult medium, fluffy, and purple pants. I placed this class of pajama pants 4132. As you can see, it's a very simple opening statement that just basically introduces your name, what you're talking about, and what the scenario is for the judges. The second part to a set of oral reasons is the general statement. This is where you provide the judges with a general impression of the class. Was it easy? Was it difficult? And where the pairs were. Did you have a top pair, a middle pair, a bottom pair? Were each of those easy? Which ones were difficult? For example, today's class had an obvious top pair and a close bottom pair. In this statement, I told the judges that I've really analyzed this class. I've determined that there's 2 pairs. There's a top pair and a bottom pair. And I've determined that the top pair was actually easy to judge, but the bottom pair was really difficult. This gives the judges a chance to get caught up and understand where you're going to be going with your explanations. The third part of the oral reasons format is the most important part. This is the explanation of reasons. You're going to take your class and divide your options into pairs, top, middle, and bottom. In the first part of your explanation of reasons, you're going to compare your top two choices. Then you're going to compare your middle two choices. And finally, your bottom two choices. That way, each option is compared and contrast with the other. So let's take a look at the example for the top pair. I placed 4/1 because of price. Option 4 was $10.99, while option 1 was $13.99. I grant, however, option 1 met all of the requirements that Julie was looking for as well. It was under $15, was available in adult medium, was fluffy fleece material, and purple. In this comparison of my top pair, I utilized a term called grant. That is when you're giving credit to something. So while I placed 4/1 in that top pair, I did want to give credit that 1 did meet all the requirements. It's just 4 was cheaper. Let's look at our middle pair. So the example for our middle pair states, I placed 1/3 because option 1 met all of Julie's requirements, and I fault option 3 for being too expensive at $19.99 and being the wrong color, red and black. So in this example, I took my second choice and compared it to my third choice, which is our middle pair. All right, I gave credit for 1 having all the requirements, and I used a term called fault. Fault is where you disqualify an option for a certain reason. So what was the negative about that option? So I faulted number 3 for being too expensive and the wrong color. Let's take a look at our bottom pair. Our bottom pair example states, today's bottom pair was close. Both options were over budget and immediately fell to the bottom. I placed 3/2 ultimately because of price. Option 3 was $19.99, while option 2 was $39.99. Option 2 also did not have a fluffy material. It was made of satin. I grant that option 2 was purple. So in this last comparison, I compared my third choice with my fourth choice in my bottom pair. And I used grant to say that while option 2 was placed last, it still was the right color that she was looking for. So I granted that it had a good quality of being purple. Let's move on to the last part of our reasons, the closing statement. The fourth and final part to a set of reasons is the closing statement. This is simply where you remind the judges of what your overall placing was and thank them. So for example, therefore, I placed this class of pajama pants 4132. Thank you. When you say thank you at the end, make sure you say it with confidence and flash a big smile. Presenting reasons is more than just having a really great written set of reasons. It's also about your presentation. So you want to make sure that you're trying your best not to use your notes, that you have clear understanding of what your class is, that you're smiling and showing confidence. Those are the best ways to win over the judges with your presentation. Now let's take a look at some examples of reasons presented at Cotton Boll and Consumer Judging contests.
I placed this class of checking accounts in the order of 1, 4, 2, 3. Katie, a high school senior, recently started a job working at a fast food restaurant making at least $100 a week. She's looking for a low monthly fee, convenient ATM machines, and low charges in case she has a low or negative balance in her account. I placed account 1/4 in my top pair because account number 1 was the absolute best for Katie considering her predicaments. It had 0 monthly fee and a free debit card, making account number 1 the best choice. In my middle pair, I placed 4/2. Account number 4 at Wells Fargo may have had a $3 monthly fee, but account number 2 at BB&T did not offer a debit card, granting account number 4 at Wells Fargo to be the better choice. In my bottom pair, I placed account number 2/3. Neither of these accounts offered a debit card, but account number 2 at BB&T had a lower monthly fee and charge rate on low or negative accounts, making account number 3 at SunTrust the worst choice for Katie or any other high school senior. For these reasons, I place this class of checking accounts in the order of 1, 4, 2, 3.
Good morning. My name is Maya Mapp, and I'm contestant number 0835. I placed this class of checking accounts 2, 1, 4, 3. The situation stated that Katie was a senior in high school and just got a part-time job. Katie knew that she wouldn't be making over $100, so she needed a low monthly fee and a low out-of-network ATM fee. In my first pair, I placed checking account 2 over checking account 1 because checking account 2 had a $0 monthly fee, a $2.50 out-of-network ATM fee, and an overdraft fee of $35. I grant that even though checking account 1 had the same exact fee as checking account 2, checking account 2 would allow the customer to waive 4 out-of-network ATM fees per statement cycle. In my middle pair, I placed checking account 1 over checking account 4 because checking account 1 had a $0 monthly fee, a $2.50 out-of-network ATM fee, and an overdraft fee of $35. In my last pair, I placed checking account 4 over checking account 3 because checking account 4 had a $3 monthly fee, a $2.50 out-of-network ATM fee, and a $35 overdraft fee. Checking account 3 fees were just unattainable for Katie. Therefore, I placed this class of checking accounts 2, 1, 4, 3. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm contestant number 831, and I placed this class of checking accounts 1, 2, 4, 3. The situation stated that Katie was looking for a checking account that had low monthly fees, access to an ATM, had a low overdraft protection fee in case that she had low or negative balance, and had access to a debit card that she could use at least 3 times a week. I found there to be a difficult top pair, a close middle pair, and an easy bottom pair. Starting off with my top pair, I placed account number 1 over account number 2. While both had $0 monthly fee and a $35 overdraft protection fee and had access to an ATM, number 1 had access to a debit card while number 2 did not. Moving on to my middle pair, I placed account number 2 over account number 4. While both had access to an ATM and had a $35 overdraft protection fee, number 2 had $0 monthly fee and access to an ATM. Granted, number 4 did have a debit card while 2 did not. 4 had a higher monthly fee of $3 as opposed to number 2's $0 monthly fee. Ending my bottom pair, I placed account number 4 over account number 3. Account number 4 had access to a debit card and an ATM, while number 3 had a higher monthly fee of $7 opposed to number 4's $3, did not have access to an ATM or have a debit card. These are the reasons I placed this class of debit cards 1, 2, 4, 3, or checking accounts, 1, 2, 4, 3.
I placed this class of checking accounts 2, 1, 4, 3. Katie, a high school senior, works after school at a local restaurant. She wants a checking account with a low monthly fee, low or no overdraft fee, and a low ATM fee. In my top pair, I placed BB&T over Bank of America because BB&T had no monthly fee, had a lower overdraft fee of $35, and had a low ATM fee. I grant Bank of America also had no monthly fee, an overdraft fee of $35, and an ATM fee of $2.50, but I fault it because BB&T waives the first 4 out-of-network ATM fees while Bank of America does not. In my middle pair, I placed Bank of America over Wells Fargo because Bank of America had no monthly fee. I grant Wells Fargo had a $35 overdraft fee as well and would waive the overdraft fee if it was less than $5 over, but I fault it because it had a $3 monthly fee, and Katie will go well over the $5 overdraft waiver. In my bottom pair, I placed Wells Fargo over SunTrust because Wells Fargo had a lower monthly fee by $4 and had a lower overdraft fee by $1. I grant SunTrust has a 50-cent less expensive out-of-network ATM fee, but fault SunTrust because it has a more expensive monthly fee and an overdraft fee. For these reasons, I placed this class of checking accounts 2, 1, 4, 3. Thank you.
I placed this class of checking accounts 1, 2, 4, 3. Katie's a hard-working, high-achieving high school student and needs the perfect bank to open up a checking account with. She makes $100 a week from babysitting, and she wants somewhere to keep her hard-earned money safe. Katie wants a low minimum balance, low monthly fee or no monthly fee, low ATM fees, a free debit card, and low overdraft due to the fact that she sometimes takes too much money out of her account, that she doesn't have. In my top pairing, I placed 1, the Bank of America over 2, BB&T, also known as Branch Banking and Trust. I placed 1 at the top of this class overall because it had no monthly fee, no minimum balance, had a low ATM fee, and had over 5,000 locations. I placed 2 at the bottom of this pairing. Well, I granted that the BB&T had no monthly fee. I faulted for not offering a free mobile or online banking, and it did not have as many locations, only at 1,900. My middle pairing, I placed 2 over 4, Wells Fargo. I placed 2 BB&T at the top of this pairing because it had no monthly fee and it had no minimum balance. I placed 4 Wells Fargo at the bottom of this pairing. While I appreciate that Wells Fargo had a large amount of locations due to the fact of its taking over Wachovia, I faulted for having a monthly fee of $3 and having a minimum balance of $500. My bottom pairing, I placed 4 over 3, SunTrust. I placed 4 at the top of this pairing because it had a lower monthly fee and did offer free mobile and online banking, even though Katie really didn't ask for this, but it would be great for her when she's on the road. I placed SunTrust at the bottom of the class overall because it had a $7 monthly fee, had a $500 minimum balance, it had not as many locations, and it would be robbing poor little Katie blind, which she can't have as she's a high school student, and she's worked hard to earn her money. So for these reasons, I place this class of checking accounts 1, 2, 4, 3. Thank you.
Is my preferred placing for this class of checking accounts. In this scenario, Katie is a high school senior that gets paid $100 a month at her new job at a fast food restaurant. She is looking for a checking account that has low monthly fees, has low ATM fees, and she's planning on using a debit card 3 times a week, and she's going to be in the negatives a lot in her checking account. In my initial pair, I placed 1 over 2 as 1 met all her requirements with no monthly fee and only charged $2.50 to use the ATM. It came with the debit card and it charged $35 for overdraft. While I do appreciate that too, also had no monthly fees, but I faulted and placed it in my intermediate pair as it charged for a debit card. In my intermediate pair, I placed 2 over 4 as 2 had no monthly fees. It charged $35 for overdraft and it also charged $2.50 for ATM, but it will waive the first 4 fees. While I do appreciate, though, that 4 also charged $2.50, I faulted and placed it in my concluding pair as it charged $3 a month. My concluding pair, I placed 4 over 3 as 4 charged $3 a month, had $30 for overdraft fee, and it charged $2 at the ATM. I placed 3 at the bottom of this class as it charged $7 a month. For these reasons, I placed this class of checking accounts 1, 2, 4, 3. Thank you.
I placed in the order of 2, 1, 4, 3. Katie is a high school senior and has a job where she makes $100 per week. She wants to open a checking account that has a low monthly fee. She will also be using her debit card 3 times a week, so she needs convenient locations. Lastly, Katie has a hard time keeping up with her money, so she might find herself with a low or negative balance. In my top pair, I placed 2 over 1. BB&T is the best choice for Katie because it does not have a monthly fee, it waives the first 4 ATM uses, and it waives the first overdraft fee. Now, while I do grant that the Bank of America costs $0 per month, I fault it because it has a $2.50 ATM fee. In my middle pair, I placed 1 over 4. The Bank of America tops Wells Fargo in this pair because it has a free monthly fee and it has a free overdraft fee. Now, while I do credit that the Wells Fargo did not have has a free debit card, I fault it because it costs $3 per month. And lastly, I placed 4 over 3 in my bottom pair. It's an obvious bottom pair, and the Wells Fargo tops the SunTrust Bank because it has a $3 monthly fee and a free debit card. SunTrust finds itself at the bottom of this pair because it costs $7 per month and has a $36 overdraft fee. For these reasons, I place this class of checking accounts in the order of 2, 1, 4, 3.
Thank you.